This examination will continue today in the trial of Michelle Troconis. Yesterday, a forensic examiner testified about the DNA evidence that was collected after the disappearance of Jennifer Dulos. Samples were taken from Jennifer's toothbrush and compared to some blood-like stains found around her home, her garage, and in her abandoned Chevy Suburban. The examiner says the DNA profiles were similar to the samples taken from her toothbrush, but Troconis' attorney says the testimony highlights one important thing for his client.
There is no place in New Canaan or in that Suburban that has Michelle Troconis' DNA.
Now, our camera will be in the courtroom when cross-examination continues today. And remember, you can watch the trial live on WFSB+. Scott?